Hoffaday, and what's up, everybody? Today I want to take you on a tour of my home studio and talk about the equipment that I have here and how I use it and what it means as a musician to have reliable and exciting gear to help creativity and to help just general fun when you're playing music and making music. So yeah, come along with me today and we'll talk about my home studio and all the gear that we got here. So first up in my studio is the 1978 Rhodes Mark I suitcase model and the Microkorg XL synthesizer. This Rhodes is my dream piano and I'm so excited to finally have acquired one. I found a dude on Marketplace selling it for a pretty great price and I bought it from him, and he said that it lived in the Universal Studios music department for a long time. And it really shows. It's in great condition and it's been taken care of by someone who loves these keyboards, and I really just love it in my studio. I have some small effects pedals plugged into the effects loop on the Rhodes, and that makes it really fun to play with. I can get modular sounds and all kind of weird stuff going on. And with the Microkorg, it's just a great combo because of all the funky sounds on it. Now, I know that the XL is not as valuable or sought after as the original Microkorg, but I think that it's worth almost every penny just as much as the Microkorg. There's some great bass sounds on this thing, great synth sounds, and in combination with the Rhodes, it just sounds so funky. I love it. And I spend most of my time here with this setup just when I'm trying to get ideas and just want to make some cool noise that I could probably turn into a song if I wanted to, or if something hit me and struck me as inspiration, I could use this. And I often use this setup for videos. You've probably seen it in some of the Hayward sessions. You've probably seen it in me and Carissa's duo sessions. It's honestly just a beautiful setup and I love it so much. In the future, I probably will make a video about how to tune the Rhodes, opening it up and seeing the interior, and just showing you guys how to work the tuning mechanisms. And yeah, it's fairly easy to tune the Rhodes, but you gotta make sure you know what you're doing. Okay, on to the next setup. This is my gigging rig. I primarily use it for reggae and artist sets that I've been hired to do. This is my bread and butter, or my money makers, as I call them. On the bottom I have a Nord Electro 6D with a piano and B3 organ split for all those organ comps and solos that you could do. It's really fun. In the middle, I have a Juno X programmed right now with a deep bubble in the left half and orchestra hits in the right half. And that's really great for reggae music, and I just love it. I love how both keyboards have so much options for sounds. And on the top, I have my Novation launch key. So this thing is MIDI, it has no sounds on it, it's plugged into my laptop when I gig, and I love using it because I have MainStage programmed. So all my MainStage setups have at least 4 or 5 sounds going at the same time. There's horns, synth, all these sound effects that you could use to color a set. It's really fun, and I could do a video going into a deep dive of MainStage, how to program sounds, how to use MainStage and record on MainStage, and there's all these really great things. Honestly, MainStage is the best $30 I ever spent. And if you're a keyboardist out there who gigs a lot, think about using MainStage. You could have so many sounds. A drawback is you do have to bring your laptop to the gig, but that's really it. You can bring a light keyboard like this. My Novation Launch Key 3 is incredibly light, and I use it for pretty much all the reggae sets I do because of all the great color combinations you can get with MainStage. Now on to the oldest instrument in my collection. This is a 1927 Ben & Sons Grand Upright Piano. I love the sound of this piano, even though it's not really up to par with the modern built grand pianos or even upright pianos, but I think it has an old world charm and sounds really fun when you're playing jazz. It's almost like an upright saloon piano. I use this for practicing every day, my jazz chops and classical music and anything that I feel like I need to be practicing. This is primarily my practice piano, so anything when I'm trying to get better at comping or soloing or learning new styles or even just getting inspired by an actual piano sound rather than a digital one, this is what I go to. And you can ask my girlfriend every day after work. I just go straight to the piano and just play as much as I can before it gets too late and I start to bother my neighbors. But I love this upright piano and it's, so beautiful. I've opened it up and worked on some of the hammers and certain things that the piano needed because the strings are incredibly old. The piano is almost 100 years old. And my girlfriend thought it was haunted when I brought it in because it has such a weird vibe of being so old and, old saloon style piano, but I love it so much. And I might think about trading it out for a more modern sound that I can record with, but honestly, this piano just has so much charm and I could see myself hanging on to it for a very long time. Okay, last but not least, this is my home studio recording setup. So I can record through all my keyboards, but this is where I spend most of my time when it comes to writing and production and recording for myself or recording for other artists. And this is where the creativity actually gets put down. So I'm using right now my Novation launch key through Logic and using the Keyscape plugin. So Keyscape from Spectrasonics is a fantastic plugin. I'm not sponsored by them or anything, but I really love all their keyboards, all their electric pianos, all their pianos. They even have wind instruments, not so much organs, but even toy pianos and other really quirky, pianos that I don't own. So this is really a great place for all those color palettes and all those different sounds and honestly, I just get inspired by playing all these different sounds. From keyboards that I don't own or will never own, because some of them are really crazy rare or just not something I would add to my collection right away. I'm recording through a Zoom L12 live track. It's a 12-channel mixer, which I think is really great for portable gigging, but honestly, I need a new interface setup for this studio. This is not my prime interface. I don't really have a lot of outboard gear. I just use primarily plugins and things like that. This microphone, this MXL 990 that I've been using, and these Fostex speakers I've had since 2014. So they've been great, they've been working for over 10 years, but honestly, I think I need a better setup. So I'm going to be working on that, getting a new interface, new speakers, new microphones, and also cable management. Yeah, don't look at all those cables everywhere, okay? Just ignore it because I try to just get things done as fast as possible, but I think that's the next thing for my studio is to start with cable management, setting things up, making things very efficient. This is where all the tracks are made and where the creativity is actually put down on paper. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. I have so many more ideas for keyboard videos and touring videos and things that I really want to get out there. I'm also a piano teacher, so I might also do some videos on, teaching students and what that's like and how to make money as a musician. So there's a lot coming out and a lot of ideas, but I really appreciate you guys, and if you like this, thanks. We'll see you soon.